personality in Columbus, Ohio. I am attempting the Guinness World Record for the longest interview marathon. And the reason why I'm doing this is, as we all know, Africans living in the diaspora, we have a problem of communication. We have a problem of knowing where to go when there is a problem. And that's the main reason why I'm trying to talk to experts in the community that knows the system very well. This conversation will be very insightful. This conversation will be very educational and very informative. So I need you all to join me in Columbus, Ohio, 1900 East Dublin Gravely Road. The date for the event will be 21st to the 25th of June. 21st to the 25th of June. For any inquiries, please contact us on the numbers rolling on the screen. Thank you very much.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It is a beautiful day, and of course, I'm gracing your screens. Hey, yes, it is a beautiful Jasmine gracing your screen. Yes, because I realized that you needed beauty in your day. I realized that you needed to see something beautiful. So, God made a way for it to happen. So I'm the something beautiful you needed to see. Hi, how are you? I hope you guys are all doing good. You're watching All That Matters. I am your girl, the one and only Nzima Beyonce, aka Nzima Oprah, or you can just say Jasmine the Nzima Queen, and that's on period. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell next to it so that whenever we post, you will be notified. If you're watching on Facebook, hit our follow button, and then also hit, whenever we post, you should be notified, and you won't be notified whenever we post. Don't forget to share, like, comment, debate in the comments. Don't forget to all of that. Don't forget to do it. We appreciate you guys all the time. As always, today's show is proudly brought to you by Akuba for all your natural hair and skin care. Listen, the skin gotta glow, the hair gotta grow, and the beard gotta connect. GGC all summer. I don't want to catch you outside looking any type of way. Okay, I want to see you come correct. Okay, let's just enjoy the summer together. Make sure that your skin look healthy. Look, you can't cover it up with makeup all the time. Ladies, you can't cover it up with wigs all the time. Men, you cannot cover that beard not connecting all the time. I can see some people behind the scene are making sure there's no patches in their beard. Yes, please look at it well, because I see a patch. No names to be mentioned. So get your Akuba now. Head over to www.akuba.com and get yours now, EKUBAH, and use the code REVOLT, REVOLT, and get yours 50% off. Is from now till September, and then get yours now. 50% off. Just use the code REVOLT. Lona Soul, listen, we outside this summer. I don't have to say anymore as the brand ambassador. As the face of Lono Soul. I don't think he has made me the face yet, but I'll make myself a clean face of Lono Soul. Listen, get yours. Get your shirts. Get your shorts. Get your beanies, okay? Ladies, size down. Just size down and come and thank me later, okay? Just size down. Just trust me on that. Size down and come and thank me later. Head over there now. They have the shirt in black and white. They have the shorts in tan and gray. And they have the beanies. I think it's turquoise, right? Like bluish, yeah, blue and black. So get yours now, okay? Head over to lonasoulstreetwear.com and use the code REVOLT, REVOLT, and get your 80% off. Just use the code REVOLT and get 80% off, okay? Thank me later. Summer is beginning, so I'm giving you 5 minutes. Hurry up and get yours now. RG Kids, for all our expectant mothers, our baby mamas to be, our mothers who already have kids and they have young children. I always say mothers, I'm so sorry. Our fathers too, okay? I don't want to forget you guys. Fathers, book an appointment for your expectant wife, your expectant girlfriend, your expectant side chick. Yeah, side chick gang matters too. Book an appointment for them. Let us capture the beauty. Let them capture the beautiful moments. Look, the kids grow up fast. By the time you blink, they're already graduating, okay? So make sure you capture all the beautiful moments right now. Just head over if you need inspiration, if you want ideas. They got you. They'll take care of the theme, they'll take care of decor, they'll take care of attire. Just reach out to them. You can head over to their Instagram page. It's RG_kit_portrait and reach out to them, check out all the amazing pictures and everything they've done. Or you can give them a call on 614-254-2151. Just tell them Jasmine sent you, and I promise you they'll give you a very cool deal. Just say that Nzima Queen sent me. That's it. And they got you. Thank you, guys. Now let's get this party started. As always, I'm here with my favorite bullheaded men. Yes, my favorite. My future, I really hope my future husband is bullheaded, because then he will fit into the circle properly, okay? Very soon, I'll let my producer go bald. We'll pray on that. He said, nah. Well, of course, as always, I am produced by the one and only Chevy with an X. You see the way I said it? You like it that way? Okay, thank you. Chevy with an X. But yes, I'm here with my two favorite bullheaded men. I'm here with the biggest Mike, the biggest of them all. Hi, big Mike.
Hi, big Jasmine.
Oh, I accept it happily, because this big comes with greatness.
Of course.
How's your day going?
Oh, so far so good.
How'd you feel? You feel good?
Feeling great.
You're happy to see me, huh?
I'm happy about the topic we'll talk about.
Anyways, I'm here with the man. I'm about to ignore you. You're not happy to see me? Wow, the people I have on my show.
You're going to be all right regardless.
Wow. The things I want to say, I can't say it on air.
And no matter
so I'm going to say it behind the scene. The scene. I'm going to be I'm here with the man, the God, the city, the man who looks like he doesn't miss me, but, deep down in his heart. I'll say it before I even introduce, he missed me. He loves me, guys. Oh, stop, dear diary.
I don't think so.
I'm here with Kumasi Yame. How are you, bro?
I'm all right. Sis, how are you?
I'm doing good. You make me always happy. Not like some people in the studio.
I'm not
glad,
really sure.
I'm glad
you bring me joy.
Impact your life.
Yeah, you really do. You really bring me so much joy. The other I was saying something and somebody was like, and yo, now, okay, we're Kumasi. We're Kumasi's influence. I was thinking I was going to your wife or yeah. No, like, nah, we do Kumasi never can we. Kumasi's influence is rubbing all over. Thank you.
That's good.
You're
so far as
amazing.
it's positive.
It was positive.
It's positive, it's good.
Not like some people, they don't influence nothing except Starbucks.
I'll try to give up.
It's time to give up. At this point, if you cannot motivate yourself,
Give up. I can't come and motivate you.
I'm not your role model.
Wow. Guys, I've officially accepted I'm a role model. I've officially accepted
We thank
it.
God for your life.
So right now I have to start behaving like I have sense. But today we are going to talk about a topic that it's in the news as of now. Everybody is talking about it, which is abuse. It's the and the topic is, why does it take women so long to speak out after abuse? Recently, we've seen videos, we've seen the conversation on Instagram about women coming out. I feel like now women feel like they have it's their time to finally come out and speak on, being abused in relationships. And there are so many celebrities. There's a popular one that I feel like Diddy that just came out with Cassie. And then there's other ones. Joe Buttons also just came out. There's the conversation on Chris Brown, which has been there, and all of that.
So Joe Biden's on us.
He said it's not
girlfriend
true.
saying something
That pushed down the stairs.
There's no.
Yeah. But he came out yesterday and said it's not true. He gave a whole paragraph.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
you just go on.
But pretty much, there's been so many now that is coming out, and women, when you go on Twitter or the other one, the Instagram one, Thread, women are coming out talking about what their boyfriends did to them, what these men have done to them. But many of them have waited for a long time, And when we say abuse, it comes to so many as well. But many have waited for a long time. Even we can use what's his name, Bill Cosby also issue. Some of the women waited, 20 years, 15, 10 years. Some of them wait for a long time. Why do you guys feel like women wait for so long before they finally have the courage to speak out? I'll start with you, Kumasi.
It comes in so many different forms. And most of the time is the fear of backlash. One. Yes. Because most of the time they could have avoided it.
Yes.
They do it. They fear because most of the time people closer to them have told them not to live this kind of lifestyle because it will lead to this. So the fear of the backlash that we told you, a lot of people wouldn't even want to speak out about it. Sometimes too, it takes a longer time because it didn't even exist. Sometimes too.
What do you mean it didn't exist?
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen at all. Sometimes it takes a longer time because it didn't exist. But most of the time, when if it existed, it's because of the fear of the backlash. It's because they are being manipulated. Like let's look at a kid. Let's say 10, 11-year-old kid that has been raped by, let's say, an uncle, right? And this kid, this uncle is telling the kid that, that kid doesn't know better. Yeah. That kid doesn't know better. So that kid will not say anything until so when you know who say, but this person did this to me, and then they can.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's the manipulation. And then when they grow out of the manipulation, they can actually come
finally
out.
speak out
speak
about
out.
it. Yeah.
Yes. I think we have our society too doesn't allow women to kind of speak out when it comes to this kind of things.
Yes.
Because especially when the person that did is influential in the society, you don't want to bring the rich man down.
Yes.
When the rich man dies, 200 poor people will die. So society try to avoid that in so many ways. But I feel like most people that genuinely something has been done to them bad, they speak about it.
Do you think so?
I know so.
Okay.
Most people. I'm using the word most. Most is the key word. Most people speak about it. They may not want it to be in public, but they are going to tell people.
So you feel like, speaking out, can speaking out just be like maybe just reporting it to the police?
That is speaking out.
Okay.
Reporting it to police is speaking out. But I don't even know why we should politicize it. Like how we make everything politics right now. Oh, Michael. So let me go back. Like the Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh, this man is trying to be the judge, right? Supreme Court judge. 45 years later, you are telling me this man raped you.
College or high school.
It doesn't make sense to me. The reason why it doesn't make sense to me, this is a doctor. This woman is a doctor saying that the judge, who just didn't become a Supreme Court judge nominee, who has been in the lower courts and rise up, all this while, this man is making judgment on people's life. This woman couldn't come out to say.
Maybe she feels like now he's in a bigger platform, so I can't watch him be in a bigger platform.
So now it's not about, it's a malice. It's a malice. It's like I will destroy him. It's not about what was done to you. It's about I'm going to destroy. And that's where a lot of us said, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Should we open this window?
So you don't feel like sexual assault should be something that somebody can use
That's
to...
not what he said.
No, I'm asking a question. Like, don't feel like sexual assault
So when you ask me that
something.
if I do not feel like, then it means that's what I'm saying.
No.
That's what he said.
Do you feel like do you think that sexual assault is not something somebody can use to destroy another person? Like, let's say the judge sexually assaulted.
Somebody can use to destroy
So can
another
she
person.
wait till where he is now is a perfect platform for her to use it to destroy him?
Okay, so we are building a society, right? We are trying to tell young women, we are trying to tell young men, we are trying to tell the generation that what is wrong is wrong, what is right is right. When somebody do you something that is wrong, you cannot accept it and get to a point and say at this point in time, because this person has become like this, I cannot accept it anymore because I have to bring that person down. If we open that window, then if I have an issue with you, I'll just keep quiet. And when you hate, I'll bring it up. We will destroy all good people in the society. That's what I'm trying to say. But the other side of this argument is, when something happens to somebody, when somebody abused somebody, I think they have every right to speak about it. And they have to make the move. I wasn't there. I can't make that move for you. You have to make that move. You know what I'm saying? Oh, document it. Go to the police. Document the situation.
Have it on file.
Have it on file. So when it's not even your job to do that, I'm going to be the police. You're not a police. Go to the police, report the case to the police. Let's say we have 3 men. Now this person is nominated to be, let's say, a Supreme Court judge. Then the profile will come out. Oh, 10 years ago, there's a lady. 5 years ago, there's this person. You know, then it will come out. So you are not attached to it.
Yeah.
By what they are doing is like a PR. You know what I'm saying? That is the part that I disagree. When this man gets over there, no, all of a sudden you have 20 cameras in front of one woman saying, this person did this to me. Where did you report? No, I didn't report. I think you.
How many years ago? 40 years.
40 years ago.
Do you believe in trigger?
I do.
So maybe that time when he got there. Now I'm asking this question because this is the question that is coming up. Do you feel like maybe when now that he's become a Supreme Court judge?
But what I'm saying is that this man has been in the ranks. Like was a high profile person in society.
I understand, but okay.
Has been the lower courts, all the lower courts, jail people for years. It didn't trigger you. The moment the person is going to the Supreme Court, that's when it triggers you.
But Supreme Court is like a higher platform. Supreme Court is where everybody, you get to see this person every day, all the time.
Yeah.
No.
So don't you feel like that's what
you don't get to see that person?
But maybe now you're getting to see him in the news all over. He's running, so that's what's triggered.
Your trigger is very discriminative.
Yeah, then it looks
if your trigger like only
party is paying you to do something.
No, hold on. No. The reason I'm asking because this is your trigger could be maybe all year lower courts, all year all of that. So you never got to see him.
What you buy? You never get to. This man is in the news every day.
Every day before
this man is in the news every day. It's
Supreme Court is CNN, right?
No.
No. I'm just saying, but Supreme Court, you get to see him on
even
CNN.
With this guy has been in the Supreme Court in the state. You live in the same state with this man.
Maybe I can't fight it.
Never. You know what I'm saying? Never
fighting a losing battle.
Never said anything about this man's behavior. Never reported it.
Yeah.
To any agency. Never. All of a sudden, the guy is going to the federal court. Now you have to say something. I think it is more of malice than it is that something has been done to you.
Yeah.
You know, that was, but I strongly believe that there's a lot of people that things have been done to them, that they've been manipulated and they don't know
into
how
silence.
to. Yeah, into silence. They don't know how to. It may take some time for them to speak out. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to wait for 40 years, you might as well not speak it out.
Really?
40 years?
And by doing that,
yeah, that's true.
40 years.
Yeah, Kanye said 7 years.
Yeah, and plus,
that is 7 years.
If you're doing that, like the case that he brought up, when you're doing that, you're also opening a can of worms, right? That you can, an abuse might happen or might not happen, but because you have certain kind of hate for somebody and you're a woman, you can say that the person abused you.
Oh, yeah.
And there is no proof. So, and people will go with that story and then just demolish people. So, like, we're not saying that, like, abuse does not happen, but then when it happens, like, they need to, or you need to, like, report it. Once again, I think abuse is never the fault of the victim. The victim did not call for the abuse. I don't think, like, any victim calls for an abuse. But I think when it happens now, even if you can report to the police, like, talk to somebody around you. Right, and then I hope that, like, you have, like, a great person around you that will also, like, have them, like, documented at the police station. You know, but I think the reason why, like, I want to know the reason why, in our case, most of our women or females take, like, a long time.
Yeah, that's where I am. Why do they take so long to speak out?
It could be that they're processing what happened. It could be that it did not happen at all.
That's true.
It could be that they've been hushed, they've been threatened, or they've been paid off. Right? A lot of these scenarios or factors, like, play into why they take so long to do it. Right? when it comes to like Diddy and Cassie stand, like a lot of people are against why he's still like walking around, you know. Some people say that she got paid off. Some people have like their own, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that like the punishment of abuse like should be like jail time. That is like if an abuse happened, right? There is no amount that somebody should pay that like will erase will raise the violence that the person like committed. But we live in a world that like when you're talking about Chris Brown and his issues, right? Nobody was in the car with them, right? It doesn't mean that he didn't abuse her, or that didn't mean that she didn't abuse him.
Abuse him, because
But
let's talk
But
about
actually,
that.
there was a surveillance that came out that she was the one
Hit
hitting
him first, yeah. That's
him
that one.
he was driving.
Yeah, because Oprah brought it up and spoke to her about that.
Yeah, so
But you know, when women abuse men, it's something that we don't really talk about often. I think Medical was talking about it this recently. When women abuse men, that's a conversation that we don't have, but it happens.
yeah, so
It happens more than we think.
So our society is like when it comes to like men being abused, it's like me telling you that I got raped by a woman.
I laugh. No, man, no. Not saying it wouldn't exist,
No,
but when I
because-
look at your stature and I'm like, bro, you could have fought this off.
Exactly, but
But can men be raped by women?
but
That's
then-
a question I really want to
but-
know.
But then what if in the attempt of rape, right? I pushed her when she hit something, and then I in the court of law, I told her she was trying to rape me, and I pushed her, and then she fell. And then if she goes to the public that I abused her, you think anybody would even want to listen to with my size and my structure?
No, I won't lie,
So
they won't.
I feel like the topic of abuse or the subject of abuse has been tilted towards only women gets abused. Men do not get abused.
Because Terry Crews, when he came out, people mocked him.
There is no safe space for men, right? I'm not saying that men does not like the argument has tilted, like because we believe that men are the one doing. Most men are the abusers, right? Most men are the abusers, so it makes it hard for the subject to go like the other way, that a man has been abused by a woman, right? And then we say that abuse. I think you said it. It's in like different forms, you know, emotional.
Yeah,
whatever.
I can give the definition if.
Yeah, but then, if you're saying that it takes, if we're saying that sometimes it takes women like so long to talk about the abuse, right? To talk about the abuse. Don't we also think that like men are being abused and they never talk about it?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so in that case, right? Like all I'm trying to say is that when it comes to abuse, right, it's a very delicate topic that society have made it like men against women, like men are doing the abuse, women are the victims.
and it's not supposed to be.
I'm
that
trying
way.
to like strike a balance between the two. I feel like we can all abuse each other. Not saying that anybody should take an abuse, right? But then when it comes to like the abuse, like what brought about this topic? That is like the Diddy's video and
The Diddy video is
Right.
one of the main reason why we're talking.
I think that my sisters can avoid that. Don't you think? Like most of the time, like not like 100%, right? But I think that we can avoid that, right? I feel like sometimes when
I would say 88% of the time women can avoid abuse.
yeah, because I think that
88% of the time.
exactly. I think that when you meet somebody and then you see the red flag, I'm saying when you see the red flag, leave that person and walk away.
Hold on.
Sometimes like they are very imposing, right?
Okay.
That's the reason why we have like the law enforcement in place.
Okay.
We say we serve and protect. At least that's what
Of course.
Chicago
That's
police
what they
say.
say. Yeah, Columbus
You
is
see
the same.
Okay, we serve and protect.
To
right?
serve and protect. Yeah.
My brother has been in a situation where his ex-wife was beating him. The police came and they put cuffs on him that he was beating his ex-wife.
Yeah, I've seen situations like that too. It happened to my brother too, my little brother. Yeah,
Exactly.
it happened to my little brother too.
Because so I don't see why most of the time, like I'm not talking about like the powerful people like Diddy. I'm talking about us,
Yeah.
like the bottom feeders.
Well,
Right?
we cannot even use them because their situation is
It's
unrealistic.
different. Yeah, I'm talking
Their
about us.
situation is unrealistic.
I'm just telling you that in a real life scenario,
Yeah.
my brother's wife was beating him.
But they ended up arresting. Yeah.
Yeah. So As soon as the police come to the house, the first instinct is that the man is the evil one.
Yep.
So do you think that if an abuse happened and then you call 911, wouldn't they be on your side? Let's put our African community aside. As thinking, say, oh, like, because I know it's like the argument would be, say, you know, like don't report your husband or whatever. Like that's what like we would say. But I think that every responsible parent whose kids are in marriage, right, when their son or daughter is getting abused, like to the point that they're getting punched, like a punching bag, and then they see the evidence, I don't think they'll push you back to to go back to your husband.
They won't.
Exactly.
They won't.
And then if you call the police, me, I've been there. I've seen some real life, right? Like to the point that like a friend of mine, his wife was beating him. When the police came, they followed him at work. The guy came to work. He came to pick him up at work with scratches on his face, like physical evidence. The police
They
got
consider it the woman was defending herself.
but the woman did not even have a scratch on her body.
Yeah, I remember what happened to me. The same thing. Yeah.
The same thing with Bow Wow.
Exactly.
Bow Wow was beat up. Like, can you find Bow Wow's photo and put it on? Bow Wow was beat up. His whole face, and he was arrested.
Yeah. The law is meant to protect. It's like I think so. Like the we serve and protect. You should add we serve and protect
Women. Yeah.
It's built.
That's
we made the law. Like men build the infrastructures, made the law to protect you guys, right? And see, the topic why it takes women too long to report abuse or talk about abuse. No? It's we can talk about the exceptions, the big people, the powerful people, right? But then if you're my daughter and your uncle comes to live with us, your uncle is doing something to you, right? I know that it might be hard for you to like tell me, say, be like, my brother is doing something to you. But what about like somebody else that you can confide in that person, right? There are so many avenues to report abuse. I'm saying, so it feels like in our generation, right? Some of it is for like personal gain, right? So it might not have happened, but then just to bring the person down or to gain some clout or sympathy, you say it happened.
Yeah.
There are situations where people have like risen up through their ranks to become like big people, and then a woman will come and then say that, oh, I was in the elevator with this guy.
He touched my ass.
And then he touched my ass. Now, in Chicago, the elevator is like this big.
It can't touch anybody.
And then 10 people comes in the elevator, and then you're a female. Like, don't you think my body will touch you?
It will touch you.
Is that an abuse?
No.
Like, we are blurring the lines so much. That's what like we need to be careful about. I'm not saying that abuse does not happen.
Yeah.
I first said that like, abuse is never the fault of the victim.
Yeah.
Right? But then we need to like draw a line between what is an abuse and what is not an abuse. If you and I get on an elevator and then you're standing in front of me, the elevator is getting packed, right? For example, like buildings in New York that is about like 40 floors long, right? 40 stories long, right? And then 20 people are getting in like maybe...
Of course, your body will touch your body. Like somebody's body will touch somebody's body.
This is my waist level. And if you stand in front of me, your butt will touch my waist level. Is that my fault, though?
No.
Exactly. So,
or did I do it on purpose?
Or did I do it on purpose? But then if you take this to the police, they'll come for my ass. You get what I'm saying? So it makes it so hard. Like right now, Joe Biden's ex, there is no proof.
There's no proof, yeah.
But then people are going out. People are going for him. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. He might have done it.
He might have done something. We cannot say whether it happened or it didn't. We're not there.
I think so. What is happening?
Yeah,
this has happened to me, so I can talk on. I used to have a girlfriend that would always want to fight. Wow. I always want to fight. And I used to tell her, like, I'm not built for that. Men can hardly even argue me. For me to be arguing
with a woman
that you know what I'm saying? This is not me. And when you try to avoid that, she tried to get physical. Yeah. So one day she had in Ghana that a wooden mirror, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
The wooden one mirror.
Yeah.
And then she's trying to smack me with it. Right. And then I kind of swerve and then, the force, to her.
Oh, because yeah.
So she's trying to hit me with it.
And then the moment you moved.
And then I moved.
So she had nothing to fall on.
And when she was falling, she fell on a plastic chair.
Oh, okay.
So the plastic chair, it
Yeah. Ooh.
No the soon will pay.
Wabono.
The one got some abuno.
Pierre,
The sweet pay, and at that time I was renting a place.
the compound.
And then it was a guy say me dining here and they dining here. The next door guy. The girlfriend also she inside. So basically the girl
She saw
okay. No, they didn't see, heard everything that was going on. And the girl in the P3 them was she was talking to one girl in the P3 said, no, that's not what happened. And Sana.
People believed you. Say there's nobody.
They asked, and Sana people said, what happened? Yeah. She said she was trying to hit me with a mirror, a fat mirror, and they say, what they smack me say.
And I'm
so when I move straight into the plastic chair. Plastic chair.
I know what you're talking about. Wait, so be anywhere.
And then that happened. So that day I made a decision that I cannot be with her anymore. You know. The problem that we have is what he's talking about. That's why a lot of people do not believe this abuse. Abuse now,
okay, so
because in this point, it looks like when you disagree with the woman, it's
abuse.
Yeah, you've emotionally abused.
Like if we are on a show and I have a strong point and you have a strong point, and I'm trying to defend my point. You've
abused me mentally.
So now people are like, which one exactly is the abuse? Because now you don't even know which one. Anything that you say that is abuse, or anything that you do that is abuse.
Yeah,
they talk about emotional abuse.
Yeah,
and then you know how it says, the person should be arrested. On which of the abuses should we persecute? On which ones shouldn't we?
What is emotional?
So let's say if my wife keep insulting me every day, you are saying she should be prosecuted for insulting me?
For emotional abuse, yeah. Because me personally, I feel like
did not force him to marry her. Like why should the law come? Like you get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to say is say.
So I wanted to get the definition of emotional abuse first. Sorry, not to cut you off, but the definition of emotional abuse is a psychological abuse, often called it's a form of abuse characterized by a person subjecting or exposing another person to a behavior that may result to trauma, including anxiety, depression, or stress disorders.
Okay, so I think Big Mike is dumb. When she speaks, I think she's dumb. When he speaks, I think he's dumb. So I'm telling Big Mike, you are dumb. Like this, the comment that you are making doesn't make sense. It's like you don't even understand the scope of what we are talking about. Okay, I say this today. Tomorrow, Big Mike say the same thing, or we having different arguments. They say that's a Big Mike, you're dumb. Like, when are you gonna learn to understand what is going on? To me, I'm speaking out the behavior of Big Mike. To Big Mike, I am abusing Big Mike. But the fact of the matter is Big Mike is dumb.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
But your opinion does not... you can't control his emotions. You can't control what will affect him mentally. Because you say he's dumb, right? It could mentally break him down. Because maybe he feels like he is smart. Maybe he feels like he's trying. But you saying he's dumb, it could affect him. That's trauma and anxiety.
Freedom of speech.
So in that way, should I speak or I shouldn't speak?
In that way, you shouldn't attack him.
Should my speech be controlled?
Your speech should be controlled.
No, I'm not attacking him. It's dumb.
It's dumb. He's speaking about
his opinion. His opinion in the issues that we are talking about is dumb.
My grandfather
is uneducated.
My grandfather used to say something when I was younger, and she said, "You can say stupid in so many different forms."
Well, I'm not your grandfather.
That's what he used to say. He said, "You can." No, but I feel like how you say.
No, it's not how. You don't tell me how I live my life.
Perfect, and you don't tell me how I'm supposed to be affected by what happened. Emotionally abused.
By the moment that he signed up to be on this, he should know that. It's a neurological discourse that
I didn't sign up to be attacked. I didn't sign up to be bullied.
I'm not attacking.
How you define that it's not an attack, I also define it as an attack.
Okay,
my definition, your definition can be.
So that's why I'm trying to.
That's the reason why he would think he's not abusing me.
And I think you're abusing me. So when I report it, I report as abuse.
Who should be prosecuted?
You for abusing me.
For a grown woman or a grown man like Mike accepting to be part of a social discourse. Who cannot accept what
I
goes
accept
on
it to be on a
in
social
that
discourse, not
so-
to be abused by a
the point is,
co-host.
if you feel like you are being abused, you eliminate yourself from the
So
equation.
eliminating myself is involving legal representatives.
Okay, so you can have it, and I can go to court, and I'm gonna fight that, and that behavior will still not stop. So if you are having a mental breakdown just because of the way that I speak to you,
That's a problem.
then you have to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Or
not
maybe- or
I'm
maybe
not gonna change my
you
thoughts.
You need to
because
get
of you.
help.
You need to get help.
Like mental help.
Because from what I was reading, and most of it stems from childhood. Some of the people that
But then
complain
how
about
is- how is that his
but-
fault?
because
If
let
you
me
didn't
tell
have a mother-
there's something called triggers. A mother could be in the picture. Let's say Kumasi says, "Oh, Jasmine, you're very stupid," which I am not. But let's just say maybe growing up, childhood, because that's what it says. It says psychological, it lives from childhood. So maybe childhood, all I have heard is, "I'm stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid." So that it's in your head. So then I come to a place that I have signed up to be part of a team that is supposed to be another safe space, and I'm also hearing stupid. My mother
safe
and
space.
Kumasi have abused me.
You didn't go to therapy. You came to
then-
a show.
So then now when I take the court case, I sue Kumasi and the money I use it for therapy.
You see,
You guys like my plan? No?
So basically, like what we're doing is we are graying the lines. right?
Okay.
And that's what makes it hard, even for the law enforcement, to know which is abuse and which is not.
They don't even know themselves. I'm telling you, it
Thank you.
confuses them.
You know.
So if we have a problem in society, and the people that are supposed to make sure this problem doesn't exist don't know which one is the problem, which one you think it is a real society we living in.
It's not. That's what people are
So-
saying.
so
Gen
the-
Zs now are the most dumbest. No offense.
So what I am trying to say is there's a lot of these things that are not abuse.
Yeah.
But people are sitting in their homes and rewriting rules and laws.
There's people that did online.
He's abusing me by
psychology.
the way he look at me. He's abused. I have big eyes. And I'm gonna look, when I look at you, you would think I have I remember when I was a kid, my mother used to tell, and you do that too. I remember when I was a kid, my mother used to tell me, say, "Kwame, sir," I ask
yeah.
sir all the time.
Oh,
because
yeah.
you are very dark. Until once, so people think you are pissed off, and she abused me all the time with it.
Jesus.
No, I'm serious.
Wow.
No, I'm serious. She abused me all the time with it.
You didn't see?
I haven't sued yet.
Maybe you should. I'll get
Yo.
you.
When he sues out one image,
She will walk in here whilst I'm busy doing something. And she say, Kumasi, why are you look like you're mad. I'm not mad. I'm busy. I'm doing something. Kumasi, you look like you're mad. Kumasi, you look like you're mad. She will say it like 5 times. Now it's aggravating me.
That's an abuse.
She's abusing me all the time.
That's emotional abuse.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's aggravating me. Like, got it. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Now you are making me mad.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I get what you're
That
saying.
is the abuse I've been going through for years.
I'll tell you.
Working with her.
I'll tell you one
I
one
shocked
better
you
one.
guys.
You know, so-
I will continue
She's my
to.
biggest abuser.
So one. I mean, few of my wife's friends, right?
Jesus, I'm
Like,
hurting.
they think that I'm a very mean person because like I don't smile, like I'm always serious. So my wife was like, "You need to loosen up a little." I'm like, "Why?" I'm working. Yeah, but you know, like you need when she
Yeah,
like, you need
because-
to be like, you know, like have this rapport. I'm like,
Yeah.
but when I do that, it makes me feel stupid. Like
No, with
There is
Kumasi's
nothing to
issue,
laugh about.
No, with Kumasi's issue, no. I'm gonna tell you guys why I abuse him happily. You're supposed to be happy to see Jasmine. That one is on period. Kumasi, every time I walk in, looks like he's very sad to see me.
could it be that? Could it be that?
I'm,
like,
I'm the source of his headache.
Could it be that your own expectation is abusing you?
So to the next topic. So what were we talking about again?
No, you know, like expectation.
No, we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah. No,
Could it be?
seriously. Could it be that like your own expectations, right? Like I think we need to have expectations for ourselves. As
Can I
human
sue
beings.
though? Can I sue? You think?
Oh yeah, you should.
When Kumasi sues me, he won't get nothing. He will get only
Like, you
he
know,
will pay for
like,
it.
Like everything, like every time our
You abuse me.
I
expectations,
will abuse you happily.
every time our expectation is dependent on somebody, that's when we think that the person is abusing us, right? When we talk about
Every time you're what your expectations what?
every time you set an expectation for yourself, which is dependent on somebody, like
It's
you,
when you feel like you're being abused. So
no
that's
wait
what I'm saying.
like you walking in here hoping that he smiles. That is an expectation that you made on your bed. Right? Maybe you need a change of pillow, a change of mattress, something. But it has nothing to do with him.
Damn.
All I'm saying is, I know there is emotional abuse, right? But then, how do we differentiate who is responsible for what? In this case, the abuser and the victim, or the abuser and the one who is claiming that they are the victim, right? For example, I live in the house with my wife, right? She knows that for me to work, I need like a certain kind of environment. I need to like step away from her and the kids, right? And my work like requires like a lot of like intensive thinking. Like sometimes when I'm writing a policy, I'll write and then I'll take some time and then like I'll be laying and then I'll get up,
visit it again,
and then so I don't want to talk, right? She can say that I married her just to abuse her.
Yeah, you emotionally abused me.
Yeah, so in that case, right?
So why doesn't she leave then?
Thank you.
If she feels that she's been abused,
'Cause-
if something is done to you that you think this guy is not gonna change, why don't you leave?
Yeah, because if she leaves, and it goes with like it goes with the physical abuse as well, right? The first thing that you see it, two things: you report, you walk away.
But then, okay, go ahead.
Right. The
So
first
many
time
women do not walk away from physical abuse because
Why?
a lot of times men are good at, let's be honest, some men will come back, I will change. Oh, I was upset. Oh, it would never happen. Let's be,
Expectations.
they'll come and give you
Expectations.
stories. And so many women, let's be honest, right now the dating pool out here is ghetto. So in order for me to leave and have to now figure it out, I'm being honest.
Yeah, but then
I would rather,
how
and
does that,
some
like-
women feel like I've invested time with this man. A lot of women who have been abused have been in relationship with these men
Don't
for
you
like
think
10 years. Let's use the Cassie situation.
The abuser have also spent a lot of time abusing.
I understand that they have. We're not talking about but I'm saying that the victim, right? Majority of the time that I've invested in this person is I'd rather be with this person when I know there's a statement that I always fight with my parents about. The angel you know, the devil you know is sometimes better than the angel you don't know. I think that's how they say it. It's something I always fight about.
On what makes him the devil.
But then a lot of people feel like I'd rather be with this devil. I know that his problem is that he will hit me. It will hit me. And then women have the thing in their head that I always also argue about is that I can change him. A lot of women have that mentality.
Do you think that there is some things that women do that make men want to hit them?
Oh yeah. I don't say it's okay. I would never say it's okay for
Things
anybody
that they
to
do or the things that makes men want to like.
Me personally, I always tell my brothers, if a woman hits you and she keeps hitting you, either you call me or hit her back.
But then,
Because the reason why I say that, because some women are very manipulative. They will keep doing. Some men will say, I have a friend that the girl kept doing it for a long time, kept doing it. She would throw her stuff out, bleach her stuff. He would not say nothing, hit him. He would not. One time he blacked out and hit her back. He beat the shit out of her. And we were not upset. None of us were upset. In situations like that, I'm okay. I'm sorry, but I'm okay with it.
But then, if that guy, I mean, if that lady that your friend hit back, right? When you right, she's not gonna report anything.
She has reported it. She reported it.
Let's just assume that she didn't report anything at that time. She waits till your friend to become like a CEO of a company, and she comes out. And every time, right? The victim story, they don't talk about like the part where
Your part that you played in it. Yeah. They don't. Nobody ever talks about it.
what
But then
what is
everybody
gonna
feels like you
make-
should have controlled yourself. That's what everybody will say.
Yeah, and I'll go back to like the Chris Brown and Rihanna story. You would think that okay, they got in the kind of just driving there, Chris Brown just while the driver while he's driving, boom, like who would do that?
No. There has to be what? There's a cause. Is it what? Cause and effect?
So what we are saying,
It's in my brain.
what we are saying is that every time the victim is a woman, right? If the victim started like the altercation, right? Hitting me, I shouldn't hit back. I should let her hit me till I die.
I remember
Because in reality, in the worst, that is the principle. You do not hit a woman.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You do not hit under any circumstance.
Yeah.
You do not hit a woman.
Yeah.
There's nothing called self-defense.
And then when
Especially
you
with
call the law
When you are
enforcement, they
dealing-
come in for you.
I remember when my brothers happened, right? My brother's a big guy, right? And the girl is very tiny. And she was the one, she's done it for a long time. And when they reported, they were like, oh, it can't happen to you because of you're a big guy. no, like the woman cannot, because they looked at the stature of the woman and they looked at it, and then they look at women as more of like we're also the weaker ones. Like Chevy can punch the crap out of me, and he is not that big of a guy. They look at women like we are the weaker ones, and the man, oh, you're a stronger man. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
So I don't think it's a problem, right? Women should always be seen as the weaker one, because I say this all the time. If somebody ekofasika what the woman, just say man who's what they ba, say me who's what they ba kwada want me find one bit me at free themselves. But I don't see how bit me stopping me from not using it.
Yeah.
Until women should always be. But my point is anything into ye obaye na na mo say udi kan call to undi bem. What be the kan wa him feel no nche say won wa asem ede. We take your time and look at the situation.
Yeah.
The Amadidi Assembly, the reason why I don't want to speak about it is the fact that they want to politicize it.
Yeah.
Understand? This woman was with this man for over 10 years.
Posting pictures of them on vacation all the time on Instagram.
Was with this man for over 10 years. I would never condone what Didi did. I think say if they are not even going to jail him, somebody should just meet him somewhere and just turn his head off.
That's what Charlemagne said.
For what? For what he did.
Yeah.
But this is not the first woman that has come out.
But
so many women have come out.
But my point is, in every choice that we make, there's consequences.
Yes.
We decided to do this thing. That's why we are all here. Maybe you could have been in your bed by now.
Yes.
You are here. That's the consequences of the decision that you made. The fact that when things happen, we don't look at those are the problem.
I have a question. So you said that there were women that came out before, right? Did those women come out before, like Cassie was dating Diddy?
Yes.
And then she still went in a relationship?
So why did Cassie went in there for a relationship?
Like I always say, a lot of women have a delusional mentality. And then
that is my problem.
It's not. And then also I can also say with the money, I think we can speak on some girls are coming from a place where I think Young Miami was on what, 200,000 allowance or something like that. 250K allowance. Let's just say let me speak for me.
That's my problem.
Let me speak for Jasmine. I wake up every day and get up and I go do 12 hours shift. If somebody comes to me right now and say, I'm not saying I'll fall for it too, but I'm saying, say, for a woman who does not have any 12-hour shift, can I give you 250K? What per cry ye Juma?
Per the argument that you are making, it means to say all of us that do not have money should be robbers.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, that's what you just said.
No.
In another way. That's what you just said.
I'm talking about Diddy's women. Women.
But what I'm saying is also saying that the argument that you're trying to defend, right? Or you are trying to make a case you're trying to say because people do not have something, so they will fall for.
Yeah, I'm not saying all of the time. Yes, they will.
And I'm also saying that because I cannot pay my mortgage, I have to go steal from Chevy because I cannot pay for my mortgage. You think it's an excuse?
It's not an excuse. That's what I'm saying. Especially even the women. Let's say if you take Diddy out, the women that went to R. Kelly. All I'm saying is most of these girls go into these situations for what they can get. Because 250,000 a week is that a week or a month?
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
If a man puts me on a 250,
will you take 15 punches a month for 250,000?
Punch back.
And one can knock you out. That punches.
My skin is very delicate, so I'll pass.
You see,
like on my face or my stomach. My stomach.
And then tonight, somebody will be robbing Diddy and be saying it will all be over. Don't worry, it will be over.
Yeah. Obao.
A woman will be robbing him tonight. Telling him say the storm will be over.
Guy be Kasim chairman. I want to say it in Chi.
The woman that is robbing his back is because of what she thinks she can get from it.
So when that woman get abused, whose problem is it?
But it still doesn't make it okay.
Nobody said that.
Let's say I start dating Jay-Z right now. I'm dating Jay-Z because I feel like Jay-Z has the capability to take me to the next level.
Jay-Z is hitting you because he knows to say he has a problem of hitting.
But Jay-Z knows that I have no one.
Hold on. Jay-Z knows you are the one that he can hit.
He can hit because
yes, but then the reason why I will get up right now and I'll start dating Jay-Z. Why would I date Jay-Z? Let's take even Jay-Z out. Kumasi, why would somebody come date you right now? Let's just say a young girl. They'll come date you because what? Or will see, I can get this, I can get that. It's not his fault. That's not what I'm saying. But then we can also blame Cassie for being with Diddy. She was with him because what she can get. We cannot.
No, T.
I will never date a man without having purpose of dating the man.
Hold on.
What can I say?
Hold on.
Out.
Cassie.
Cassie.
Regardless of what has been done, we all feel sorry for her.
Yeah, because it was
we
bad.
all feel sorry for her. So nobody take it out of context.
Yes.
We all feel sorry. But let's digest the situation. Mm-hmm. You are telling me, say, you know this guy is a beater. Mm-hmm. You are with him because you get money every month. Mm-hmm. Right? Then you come and cry out that this person has done something to you. Mm-hmm. Then you are expecting me now or report it to know. Say, I shouldn't question why you were there. Your answer is because you were getting something from it.
No, my answer is because I love him. Because I feel like maybe with time I can help him. But do you feel like some people have something called suppression?
Yeah,
suppression.
Yeah,
What maybe she suppressed it for a long time and now she finally feels like I have the strength and the boldness.
But it was a decision though. Like
you don't think love will make people do dumb things?
It's still a decision.
Maybe so. So. For say Michelle Bobby, right?
Hello.
About to be fat plane a call Dubai. I for the age of my good name. Maybe
okay.
Na friends waje Renaissance be $1,000.
That's disgusting.
That you come for be.
Indeed, now they have
250. Now if friend is saying, "Sir, Obana, my friends Michelle and na me tell so I not you say or yes right?" And I feel my guys okay me dating and then be saying so me just say yes I see what I say me jai and I say oh na me if I do the same thing that omo de no be any beer is that abuse or not?
Did she consent to it?
Oh.
Did she consent to it?
Oh.
Because the Dubai one she consented to it.
No.
The Dubai one, whether consent or not, it's an abuse.
But you went there for
you see this is. And I'm glad that she's been honest, because this is the problem that we are having. I don't think somebody can abuse somebody for 10 years if the person doesn't like it.
Oh.
You think the person likes to be beaten?
Yes.
Mas, you don't believe that people can manipulate people? Because Cassie herself has said it several times.
Accept beatings?
Look,
yes, or Jesus. Why he says that? If it can pass me, like let it.
I understand.
That was an abuse, though.
I want to speak. The reason why I'm saying this is I understand where you're coming from, Kumasi. I really do. But what if, like I said, from her background, this guy is my savior. Diddy, let's be honest, you cut the top of top. Diddy is one of them. To have the opportunity of dating Diddy, right? If Wabome one time, oh baby, I'm sorry, forgive me.
Why you think some high profile men are single? I get
it. But most of these girls don't have back. Me right now, if I get into some type of relationship, now Kumasi and Abigma, you guys said this relationship is not safe for my sister. You guys will find a way to get me out. Jesus.
Me?
You let me die?
At this point I'm in.
No.
Like, to advise a woman is like advising a
Kumasi, you let me die?
I would never.
You watch your little sister. You buy casket over saving me?
Jasmine,
you made a decision.
We are not saying abuse does not exist, though. So
made a decision, Jazz.
So I see it.
Tomorrow you are not gonna
trust Kumasi with my life right now. I'm like,
tomorrow
really?
You are not gonna write on Facebook and say no monkey can separate us.
I know where you're coming from.
I don't want to be no monkey.
No, true. I see my friends, we be our friends, right? So,
yeah, consent. Consent is important.
Does consent not make it abuse?
No, it doesn't. Consent makes it. I gave you the free permission to do what you're doing to me.
So if you consent for me to punch you as a woman,
the first time,
no,
you apologize.
No, if you consent.
But why
for me
would
to
I
punch-
apologize if you consent?
I won't consent to
No,
you.
no,
I won't mean back because maybe I'm about to punch you.
Like I said, $1,000, $1,000, right? Not for this year, 2024. What you to my punch? What you $1,000 maybe, right? We are dating, you know. Like one said, sometimes you see very rich people. I'm more some way be. I'm more like this fantasies be. That's yeah, me punch you $1,000. Punch you. Oh yeah, punch it. Now I just know say, oh yo.
Now your jaws can't take it anymore.
Yes. I feel what just I win now $1,000 at 200 more. I feel 5 years later, me know you know about I said I abuse him.
They used to punch me.
I used to punch you.
I feel like it's okay. She has the right to come out.
I'm saying, is it okay for you to come out and say it?
I feel like she has the right to come out.
Something you've been paid to do.
Something that you consented to.
That one there is different. If I consented to keep punching me for money.
That
one there I would say. That one there if you come out crying, it's a no. But in the case of I haven't consented to it, no woman will consent to being abused. Let's clarify. No woman is going to consent.
There's a lot of them that consent
to be beaten.
A lot of them. Why you think they are still with the women beaters?
All I'm saying is
why you think they are still with them?
Oh yes, beat me. Kumasi.
Me see a lot of them.
Jasmine.
I don't think Cassie consented to be beaten
I'm not
talking about that.
I'm saying there's a lot of them that consent to.
Are you guys not sure it's mental issues? For a woman to accept it's mental issues.
We're not even talking about women.
Anybody that consents to being beaten randomly is mental issues.
Some scenario be about Dubai then, right? Mm-hmm. I'm saying consent or not. Like the action, abuse is abuse. Right? What I mean chow and I mean chow. And see, so me chow, right? That's me 3 punch you. The fact me chow, that's not change the fact that you abuse. What's your
no, I get what you're saying.
All I'm saying is idea embani be you know, and as idea you move be you know, I am bound right? Yeah, blurry lines need too much say, and say won't get abuse you. Because I said right now, right, our focus is more on like say Kumasi Kasi me Jimmy. Na me ya. Say Kumasi Kasi me Jimmy. How is that like how can I value like that more than say me punch you over? Baby yeah right? Because Jordan Peterson was on a show and Bana was on and said he abused them. This is my show over and over again, right? The man was very intellectual.
It's like, let me speak nonsense and accept it.
Yeah.
If you accept my nonsense, you are not abusive.
Yeah.
If you do not accept my nonsense,
abusive.
you are abusive.
It's like sexual assault. If I don't say yes to us doing it, it's rape.
No matter what.
Even if we're in the middle of it and I say stop it, it's rape.
It's different. Hey, maybe.
By who? By who?
If we're doing it and I say stop, it's rape.
This is what I'm going to tell you.
If we're doing it and I say stop, it's rape.
So let me tell you this. We can find jargons and slogans to say things and sugarcoat to make it look all nice and intellectual. But the fact of the matter is there are crazy people out there.
Yes. Of course.
There are crazy people out there. Yes. And untina, what you wear, where you go, you know, who you talk to, how you expose yourself. I know this lady. Every second, you only be my fridge holding. Every second. Random guys. Not all of these guys. I would say, let's say 90% of us are good. There's that 10% that are ill.
Crazy.
Your sole job, your sole responsibility is to keep your safety. Yes. When you put yourself in these kind of situations, in as much as whatever these guys are doing is wrong, we need to look at the people that keep putting themselves in those situations. Yeah. Because if these guys, people like Didi Mona Omoyesano, if they are not getting the girls, their behavior will be forced to change. The women are making them feel like they can do whatever. Why do you think like a high-profile man like Didi can walk in the lobby of a huge 5-star hotel and feel like he can behave the way he behaved?
Charity.
Why do you think that can do that. Because when him so no need delay baby.
But what if CFN say, you're abusing me? I will ask, because I know a person who was abused, or call back, infants like you guys said, tell somebody, right? My back, I tell somebody, the person that think maybe I come to Kumasi and I'm like, Kumasi, this is what is happening. And then Kumasi sits and says, okay, me calculating what you are getting from this guy now. Will you get it? Which, let's be honest, in our society now, people calculate the money. Maybe she's reached out for help. Maybe she's asked somebody for help. But but if you leave him, you're not getting the house anymore. You're not getting the cars. You're not getting the money. So just stay there, endure. He will change. Let's be honest, in our Ghanaian community, I have heard pastors. I've heard pastors tell women, and wujana obekohe. Wujana obekwa kwetena he. And na wujana woman bekohe. Wudi etina ho best.
I don't think when it is abuse.
When it's beaten. I've heard a pastor
and leave that church.
Tell somebody, but then a lot of times, most people when you're in a church, you hold your pastor in a high esteem, right? And then that's a conversation for another day.
But it's not even. I'm not even getting on that conversation. You see, I feel like women doesn't wanna. Especially, I'm saying women because most of the abuse goes towards women.
Yeah.
Doesn't wanna take any responsibility for once
at all.
Yo, obi abuse you. You are the sole person that has the right to make the final call. Everything that you come to me as a sister, everything that I'm giving to you is opinions.
I understand.
I may never understand the gravity of what is going on.
He's not at the receiving
you
end. You
just need an opinion, a suggestion. My suggestion. It's not law. It doesn't mean stay.
But you know how some people can give examples, right?
No.
You'll be like, Andy, you're right.
You see, what I think a lot of women don't want to do is they want to live a specific lifestyle, but doesn't want to face the consequences.
No. That's not what I'm even coming from.
No, it's not.
I don't think that's the case.
Okay. What worry Sikanibi? My nice house, my nice car, my this. There's no before.
My total dependent is on this man.
And you're on the fault.
No, baby. The man can say send it if you're not sure Colano.
So that happens.
But one, that is a choice.
So your choice.
Two, you can decide you're not going to be in that kind of relationship. What I'm trying to say is say, Oba me channel. Me say, Charlie, you have to look at the decision that you are making. Right? I can advise you. I look at this man have put you in a mansion. Maybe downgrading, looking at the lifestyle that you have, maybe downgrading can kill you faster than those punches. Until now, let's look at the situation. Why does he hate you? Maybe you argue with him. Maybe you say certain words to him that he cannot take. Until a man, yes, sir. Until I'm advising you. I'm not saying that that's what I would tell you, but I'm advising you. Okay. Looking at what you get from this relationship, I think it is huge. So will be to me a jai sadi we are. The beatings will stop. Because you and I agree, say, he just doesn't get up and start hitting you. He doesn't hit you whilst you are asleep. He doesn't hit you whilst you are not aware. It always happens when you guys are in arguments. Do you like the lifestyle that you are living? You say yes. I say, then maybe stop arguing with him. The beatings will go. If you come to me and you tell me this guy is hitting you, doesn't matter, in the moment that he sees you, he's beating you. No person will tell you, say, go and be there. But ude young fan say me no cry, and my catch say go and be there. It is your responsibility to decide. They say no advice now. Kumasi the man, you know, and I the big mic the man. Is it a right advice for me? Can I bear that advice? It's your job to make that decision.
Nobody will make it.
But you guys are making a decision and putting it on somebody to say, when am I making a decision? You know? That is not fair.
So you've never, the reason I ask this is like so many women have that one trusted person. Me, a lot of times when mentally I know, say, at this point I'm really drained, I can't make certain decisions. There's like one or two people I can always call and I know so they have my best interest. And a lot of times maybe she's been abused for a long time, so she's drained. she reaches out to that one person that she feels like is the person will give her reasonable advice, and they tell her stay. There are some women that feel like, oh, maybe Minna, because Minna me making this decision, maybe I should just stay because this person, I hold them in a high esteem. I have, they care about me. But at that time, some women mentally, they're not there. Into about one man advice say stay, then they make the decision to stay. Maybe later, not during band, so you're like, you were if you didn't give me this advice, I would have probably been gone a long time ago. You don't think that happens?
I think that happened, but the ball still rests with you.
You're the one at the receiving end.
The ball still rests with you. Because the ubiabe can be an opinion. The ubiabe can be an opinion. The ubiabe can be a if that person was in that situation. You understand what I'm saying? If I was in this situation, maybe I could harden my jaw and collect the blows. Maybe
$50 magic.
I could decide, say, oh, me looking at going to work in the warehouse for 12 hours a day, and once in every week I get hit. Well, I probably can take it,
and then I'll make more.
I'll make 200 wages, and I'll take 250,000
every month.
Maybe I'll take it.
There is a slap tournament and go for court.
Yeah. So then I will communicate that to say maybe they are committed. It's still left to you to decide somebody around it. That got nothing to do with me. And also when we are choosing people that we are gonna keep as our mentors, we should choose the right people.
Yes.
Life is really about choices, like I say it all the time. Let's accept responsibilities for once, and we keep putting it on people. If you want to be that same did, there's a woman he cannot abuse.
Yeah.
Because the woman will not give him that power to abuse him. You go over there and then you give your power to this man and they abuse you, and then you accept it every month. You get your allowances. You live that relationship. You come on red carpets, enjoy, flaunting, telling the whole world that you are good with this man, and then come the next day and say, this man is doing this. So why were you deceiving everybody?
So you feel like she's wrong for coming out?
So no.
That's
not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that why are you even deceiving the public that everything is good?
That's a problem.
People
manipulation
from who?
So
let me ask you this quick question. Let me ask you this question. Quick question. Per what Medica just came to tell us, it means the fella the body. Do you think fella should be arrested for deceiving the public?
No.
Why?
Why should she be arrested? She never told us. Oh, she did tell us.
She's telling that, say, I did wait, and I will.
You can sue her.
No.
You can actually sue her.
I'm not talking about sue. I'm asking you, do you think
she should be jailed?
Say she should be jailed.
Not jailed, but she can be sued.
But hold on. I'm asking a question. Do you think she should be jailed?
No.
For bringing a product out, telling us that product, knowingly that she has gone under the knife, and then she's manipulating people to buy. Or a banker, or a Wall Street, go jail. So a banker and go jail. When people tell you we're gonna get this interest, put your money in this, you call it Ponzi scheme, right?
Yeah.
Is that guy now in jail?
Yes.
Madoff, right?
Yeah.
Is he now in jail? You didn't ring it, cry
jail.
Why is fella walking around? I'm telling you, when it comes to women, they change everything. Like it doesn't. the sad part of it is, we're making decisions that this is how I'm going to live my life. And that decision I want to make, and a lot of negative influences on other people. And it's still having on other people right now. Nobody questions her for what she did.
No, because she chooses to stay with the man. Hold on. I'm trying to have an understanding because I know other people might be confused on what we just said. So because she chose to stay with the man, because she chose to go on red carpet even while he was abusing him, and then now she decides, even while she was being abused, and now she decides to come out, she should be questioned for that.
That's not what we're saying. So,
but I'm asking on that.
But why shouldn't she be questioned for that? What was keeping her there?
I felt he would change. I thought he would change. I've had so many
lack of responsibility. Oh baby, woo. Wouldn't I? Say me baha. Let me say.
He comes back. He apologizes.
No, let me tell you.
He begs,
No, forget
he
about
takes
what
me
he
back.
says. When I walk into this building, then I know, say, I smell gas. Then I stay in there. Once I know that I smell gas.
Thinking that will change.
Obaneme. Now, they rescue me. I'm Hotomia. What will be your question to me?
Why did you stay in there?
I don't think I'll have a cry. I'll be like, are you okay?
When your son,
Yeah.
this mentality,
My focus will make sure my son
if
is okay.
a lot of women will ask this question, they will be abused all the time.
Is my son okay? I'm worried about my son.
No, that's not what he
Did you understand the question I asked you?
So the question is, if he's your son, right? He walks into this building, right? And he's smelling gas. He's smelling gas, and he chose to stay in this building whilst he's smelling gas. And then he passed out. And then maybe there is a report from the fire service department that says that, the gas was, like in there for this long.
Yeah, I'll ask him, why did you stay in there?
That's why I
him
asked you,
to
but
give
you
me
said
a
reason. You didn't understand what I said?
Oh, okay. I didn't
what
understand
if-
it at
yeah,
first. I was probably like,
okay.
I'm worried about my son being okay. I'm not worried about why he stayed or why he
Why
didn't
would you
stay.
ask me? Why would you ask me that question?
Are you okay?
That why did I stay in there?
Because if you went and you were able to smell gas, except if he can't smell gas, or except he doesn't know the smell of
He
gas.
can smell gas.
If you can smell gas and you chose it, why did you stay?
That's the same question I'm asking Cassie. Why did she stay?
She stayed because maybe that was her safety net. She stayed because that's all she had. Look, there's reasons why women. I
you're
know a
telling me
woman.
that- No.
The woman
reason
I just
why-
said that the pastor made her stay in her marriage. She had nowhere to go.
Come on.
Mind you, they had two.
Come
No.
on, man.
Kumasi, wait.
Come on.
There are-
Kumasi, wait.
there-
When they
there are
got
homeless
married,
people on the street.
when they got married, the woman had a job. The husband was like, the daycare situation. I was like, okay, since you work and then take the kids, there's no point. Stay home.
Does that equivalence be like, staying and then taking the punches?
No,
But
hold
even
on.
if that is the
So
case,
she decided
when you
to
call
stay
the
home.
cops, wouldn't the cop drive the man away and then the woman is going to be leaving the house?
But
This
an
doesn't even
African
have bearing.
mentality,
What
a
is
lot of
African
African
mentality?
women
We are talking about-
are being abused in marriages because African mentality won't jaiwa warrior. Let's stop. Let's be honest. I know women that were in abusive marriages that were able to get out because they came to America and were able to learn. African marriages, most with people, you don't leave your marriage. You pray. The pastor was here in America, told her,
Nobody
pray.
is saying that these things.
Pray, it will go away.
My question that I'm asking you is that, do these people in question recognize this danger? Do they or they don't? If you tell me they don't, I can cut them the slack.
Some do.
So what
But they felt like,
let's say
my
those-
mintina had to say, me to find the
So
way for
why
my
is that
kids.
anybody's problem then? If you come here, we abuse you every day, and you still say you want to work with Revolt, even though they are abusing me, how is that abuser's problem? You put yourself in that situation.
Because probably maybe
That's not
Revolt.
abuse.
No, it is because probably Revolt is going to take me to the level that I want to get to. Even though,
so you
hold
yourself,
on,
what she said, you want out of love.
of course,
It goes back to what I was telling you. It goes back to Dubai, the
I could be sleeping right now.
What's the difference?
What the difference say? Oko Dubai na obi agent na egu enum. Now for me me share.
There's difference because we go Dubai and I had consent. I gave them consent.
that's not that-
I didn't give you consent. You're my man. You ain't got no rights.
Is that action abuse or not?
It's abuse. You doing it to me is abuse.
That's what
I
I'm
didn't
saying,
give you
sir.
consent.
That's what I'm saying. So the reason why this thing with Didi and everything is coming out is because we are growing the lines of the actions that the abusive actions.
We are not. I said what to say. My ex
Maybe-
used to beat me and I
maybe-
stayed there, so
maybe-
you want
maybe-
to beat me
maybe-
too.
maybe- We are because I said me share me yesikeni open massive. And I have this fantasy, sir.
Onumbe me WC.
Yeah, and that's me
Oh,
poncho.
don't do that.
Me
What
poncho
the-
back $1,000. Oh, fuck.
That one is different. I consented to you
the action
punching me.
abuse or not?
I consented to you.
Is the action
Like you
abuse?
just said, there was slapping competition. So my competition was
it's a
punch me.
sport.
That one is also a sport in my house. Punch me and let me collect 1,000. I agreed to the contract. Right now, here I revolt, right? Mestati revolt. Kumasi gave me a contract and he has to live up to the contract. Right?
And then you have to
I
live up to your contract
agreed.
too.
I have lived up to my contract and beyond.
Yeah, that's a topic for a different.
You
All
can't
I'm
have
saying-
this conversation because me, I have lived up to my contract and beyond.
Maybe-
So if you want to
maybe-
have this conversation, we can
It's
take this
okay.
in management.
No, it's
okay.
okay.
Thank
So
you.
the problem-
So
I'm
if I have
saying,
agreed,
I'm saying, we have abuse
In that situation, it's not abuse because it's consent. I consented to you punching me.
So
It's
what?
the same as Cassie.
She didn't consent to her being punched. She stayed in a relationship does not lead to consent.
How do you define consent?
Consent is I agree. Say, oh, Kumasi, punch me. Kumasi, go ahead and punch me anytime you want.
Chevy,
That is
if I
consent.
pay you-
Consent is, because you're paying me, with anything you want to do to me, fine. I consented to whatever you are asking me for. But Cassie's situation, I'm dating a man. I am in love with the man.
Why do you think women are abused the most?
Yeah, no.
No. Why do you think women?
Because
are abused
men
the most?
feel like you guys have power, or men feel like you guys are strong. I feel like that's the situation.
Especially in the West, in a system that I would say at least 80% of everything structure goes in favor of the woman.
Because most men are walking around with
What?
mental disorders that nobody can get them help on, so then they continue to take it out on women who are weaker and women who have nothing, and
So
women who
why-
have nothing
why-
for themselves.
Why are these
Cassie
women
ain't got
still
nothing
there?
for herself, so she had to
why
fall
are
for
these
Diddy.
women still there?
Because Cassie didn't really have her music was okay, but Cassie didn't really have anything for herself. Attaching herself to Diddy was
Have
the
you-
value
have you-
she
have
needed.
you-
I'm
have
sorry.
you- have you-
Young Miami would not. I
have
really
you
feel like she
heard-
was good.
Have you heard this saying? Said, you sold your soul to the devil.
Of course, she did.
What do you think that is?
Whatever you give power to take over you,
What do you think the devil do?
take over you.
So you consensually sold your soul to the devil, and now you are saying, "Oh, you want the devil to act like Christ." Well,
But when she was dating, I don't think when they started, he was abusing her.
But your boy first one
you
way
said
He came back and begged. He came back and apologized.
No.
Because Cassie and them broke up. They broke up for a while and they came back together.
You said on this show that.
I just want to say something. This is what Diddy would do. Like he would like beat her or whatever, and then like send her on vacation.
Yes, and apologize. Give her lavish lifestyle. Kumasi Miti.
I love that.
No. Yes, it's
At the same
perfect.
time, she would have like 24/7 like surveillance. People would be watching her, so there's nowhere she could go.
I get what you're saying.
She even moved out of the house and Diddy had people following the girl.
So Chevy, I'm not defending. I'm not defending Diddy's act, right? But Jasmine made mention that there were women that came out before Cassie started dating Diddy, right?
The baby mamas all came
Did
out.
she think that-
Kim Porter spoke.
Could it be that Cassie thought they were lying? It could be.
Or it
Did
could
she
be
not
that he
see-
said, I've changed. I have met a chronic cheater. That met me. I'm not the type. If I know your history, I choose my battles. I've met a chronic teacher that came to me and said, I have changed. Everybody, let's be honest, we all have mistakes that we've made that we're not proud of. Maybe when Cassie met Diddy, right, as much as she has heard about his previous antics, maybe she felt like, maybe when she when I hear something, I'll bring it up in the beginning of us dating. And then you tell me, yes, I used to do A, B, C, D, 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 E, F. But listen, I have changed. I have found God. I'm in therapy. Let's use Diddy's life. So Becca said, I'm in therapy. I'm a better man. Yada, yada. I have changed. And if you want to say what Chevy said, right? Cassie probably, right now, I want to go on vacation. I think I was telling your wife recently I want to go on vacation. I was checking ticket prices, but I can't check it. Ticket and hotel and all of that combined. I was looking at almost $1,300, right? And I said I wanted to go on it. Some of these vacations these celebrities are going on is $50,000. I was looking at the Ritz recently, and I was like, I want
$50,000.
No.
And then the price is to get punched by somebody.
Most of these girls can't afford certain lifestyle, so they just depend on these men for it. I'm saying it's not, so what she's benefiting is sometimes greater. But now she got out of it, she realized, wait, maybe I have suppressed a lot of things. Yeah. I suppressed it for a long time. And let me
which
speak
means
out.
It's time to get paid.
Because it's not like Diddy was going higher.
No, I'm saying that like now.
She sued him for it. And he paid her silently before the video came out.
So I understand. I once again, abuse is never the fault of the victim, right? There is a sport called boxing where two men goes in the ring. There's a referee, and then the winner takes a prize. The loser also gets a prize. There are sports, right?
Sorry,
now I'm
excuse
saying
me. Sorry about that.
Now I'm saying that there are abusive characters and abusive action, whether getting paid or not. The problem that we are facing right now is that you said that if I consent to it, and then I am getting paid, it's not abuse. Maybe
it's
not abuse. Yeah. The same way, if I consent to say, friend is saying, Monsieur Bema, or say friends, or $1,000 not on the matter. Now on them down or the best family because I have consent, even though that's not what maybe because we are blurring the lines, even though that's not like but because we're good chairman, you're okay, right? That's the Ushiame, right? That's what's the rents meet me for now last time we'll be chair, no, okay, fine. Even though we know dating to me, chair no foul. That's a what now after many years, they say my any package here, right? Now we share Bema Bia to say Monique Kunu. I will be your support. I didn't make the year, even though Chiame no, me catch and so Chiame no, and you me because abuse.
In this case, it's not abuse. In this case, even you, Mike, can fight it.
Who was there? Who was there? Who was there? Who was there?
Yeah.
I paid you cash. There is no receipt. Who was there? Who will be the judge? By default, they will take your word, right? Because with my concept, their experience, make do you get it? I'm saying instead there are abusive actions, whether you're getting paid or not. Abuse. Now the problem is when we bring in consent. What you're saying is that consent cancels abuse.
Because who defines abuse? I define abuse. I define what is happening to me.
That's the problem. So
when we have abuse,
so at one moment, right? What was abuse, right? To you, was not abuse because you consented and then you got paid. At the other moments, because you're in a relationship and then you think that the same action that was done to you by somebody who paid you, it's not abuse because the person did not pay you. Does that change the action?
It doesn't.
That's where we are. By doing this, we are blurring the lines that we don't know what is abused anymore. That if I was a judge, right, I wouldn't want to be a judge anymore when it comes to like abusive way, because if consent erases abuse, like the action of abuse, there's a problem.
But let me ask this morally. Morally, will you say prostitution is good?
No. Yes and no. 50-50.
No, you can't. If you have to choose one,
I have to choose one.
Yeah. Morally,
it's not
prostitution is your choice. Morally, no, it's not good. Morally, no, it's not good.
Can a woman being paid cancel morality because she's being paid?
No, I don't think so.
So the argument that you are having is the same thing. And let me break it down to you. There's a lot of people. Why do you think people like Puffy are still doing this act?
Because they can pay people off.
Until now, what you are saying is that the only people that can abuse
are the rich people.
That's not what I'm saying. Please.
That's what you just said.
To any woman who is being that's not what I'm.
No, you don't have
please.
to say it, but that is what you just said. You are saying so far as you are being paid, you have consented to be paid, anything can be done to you. Whether I say bad and I say bad.
No, I'm saying if I consent to do something like, let's say if I no, I get where you're coming from, but if I consent, like if it's sex, if I consent, say yes, we can sleep together, I've agreed for it. But if you forcefully take it, it's rape and it's abuse.
Right.
So what I am saying is that if I haven't opened my mouth and agreed to what the terms that you're bringing to me, and we've both agreed on it, and you forcefully do something to me, it's abuse. If I consent to it, it's not abuse.
So Jasmine, it looks like you are not even understanding what he's saying. The reason why I'm saying you are not understanding is he is saying that does consent negate abuse?
I understand what he was saying, and I said it doesn't, because it's still abuse. It's still
then why are you making that argument then?
Yeah, because
if it doesn't, then you can't make that argument.
Yeah, because I can come to you, right, and then like I said, we are dating. If I sleep with you, right, that is consent. Like also see we are dating, right? You have no problem. Like, and even in the course of that, if you tell me to stop it and I don't stop, you can say it's rape
legally. Yeah.
So sex, that part is an anomaly, right? Because like I said, like it goes both ways. But what I'm saying about like is like the other things, right? The fantasies, right? Boxing is done in the boxing ring, right? It's a sport, right? Two people have consented to fight each other with their hands, and then between the they abuse, so they are disqualified.
Right?
You get it? There are rules that guide these things. I'm saying is that there are abusive actions, like me punching a woman. Even if I tell her, say, I have a fantasy of like, punching.
Me too, I know,
people,
yeah,
right?
abuse.
I have a punching bag downstairs in the basement, but it doesn't feel good as punching. That's my fantasy.
And
right?
she agrees that punch her.
And then she agrees.
She can define it as it's not abuse. It can define as, me and my husband do it.
Abuse should not be defined by an independent.
But then that's what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what it is. Yes, it is. What you define. You see how? No, it
is not. That's why we are in this problem. That's why people like Diddy are not seeing that they're abusing people. That's why they keep doing that.
We are blurring the lines.
Now we call abuse me. Now we are bad. Why the same thing? No about. Would that be a problem anymore?
Cassie might define it as abuse.
It's
Young
rape and
Miami
abuse.
can
It's
say
rape and
it's
abuse.
not even abuse.
It's rape and abuse.
Rape is an abuse. Rape is a form of abuse.
Okay. And I'm saying, sir, Jasmine, we are not in a boxing ring, right? And I'm telling you, I'm Didi. I'm telling you, this is my fantasy.
And then I agree, okay, baby, go ahead and do it. I can define that this is a time I'm spending with my man.
The problem that we have is when
Women have rape fantasies. They call it their own fantasy. It's not rape.
So if women have that, look, my man, yeah, personal. I had a girl that one day, Okofa Kendall about 75.
Is that abuse?
That's not abuse.
Okofa Kendall about 75.
That's pleasure.
No, I can't do that.
But then can she, after meeting a good guy like Chevy, go back and say, Kumasi was
The
abusing
Kendall
me?
is
Like, you get it.
I get where you got. Hold on, guys.
No, she wouldn't get it. You know what? Because on your bear man.
No, I don't want to ever say that because I have brothers and I've seen my brother go through. I've seen what I understand exactly where you guys are coming from. All I'm also saying is when it comes to abuse, what I identify as abuse may not be what you identify as abuse.
It is not true. Abuse
is not subjective.
Abuse is
no
kerosene. So I see what.
Yes, I see this and I see it. People see salt and sugar.
No wonder they get abused.
That is where we are. You're making it
No,
hard
you're
for the
not.
judges. So what's your say? Hey, don't you think, sir, in a perfect world, the way Brian saying, any pop off in Kabbalah go jail?
He should be. He should be.
Because we have blurred the line so much.
We have not blurred the line. It's called power. He should be in jail. It has power. Has a lot to do with it.
It starts from there, and then it trickles down to
Why
us.
do you think the video came out? Who you think leaked the video?
CNN.
No.
The hotel.
How did you think? No.
Who do you think who leaked the video?
If it's the hotel, the whole brand will go down. Hotel wouldn't want that to come out.
Do you feel like did he leak his own video?
No, but think.
Cassie?
Who do you think leaked the video?
Cassie?
Think about it very well before you answer.
I think Cassie.
This whole thing is a political move. All these people knew this guy has been doing this for a very long time. They decide this is the time we are going. You think as I think 2005 thereabout. Now me a R. Kelly video and the girl on my phone.
Yeah.
You think the FBI didn't know about this? You think the CIA didn't know about this? I'm in Africa. I'm in America. Now more that video on my phone and they didn't arrest it. They decide the time. What I'm trying to say is if you are a young woman that you want your life to be well, if you do not want to be abused, if you don't want to be attacked, stop changing rules for people. Oh, he didn't. Oh, sa kwa dia ba Columbus ha. Oh, a young girl. Mo ye mama could in the hotel animu train sa kwa dia. What you think the man should do with you? What we show no. Oh, quiet there one hotel room. Oh, quiet there. Then you get raped. Then you come back and say, don't ask me no question because I was raped. That's fucking crazy. I don't understand that. What we show, the show has been done. Why in the marry? What free every crowd no man and a what free baby I want no man no one I could room. I mean I could rape you. You are saying nobody should ask you a question. Keep on, no necessary. Yeah. Keep on.
It does not.
Because I still feel like it still does not give anybody the right to abuse anybody.
It doesn't give anybody the right. It doesn't give anybody the right.
I'm so sorry.
It doesn't
no
give
woman
anybody
should
the right.
ever be abused or raped.
It doesn't give.
No matter what I do.
But guess what though? Guess what? Did you hear the statement?
No
matter what. I don't know if
I get it, but maybe let's say
But
Sarkodie.
people
Maybe you're
are-
a fan.
Sarkodie,
Me, I remember.
Hold
Hold on, I remember Camido. When Camido came, everybody that knows on here knows I'm a big fan of Camido. It's Camido buying, and then one person called me. I was like, "Oh, Camido, but say, Yenko Shiano." Then I didn't go to a hotel. I beg. I went to airport.
So why didn't you go to his hotel room?
Because
you're a fan. You
you could have gone there. I don't know.
For what reason?
Why didn't you go there?
Because I won't go to a hotel.
I stop you from going there.
I'm a high value woman. I have values.
So you hear?
I'm sorry. Hey, no, I'm not saying you don't have values. I have value for myself.
I'm saying, say, at this point, Ujinaha.
No,
that's what
I
you're
did
doing.
because I didn't go. Does not mean another person that went.
But why didn't you
it's
go?
It's my choice why I didn't go.
And I'm saying, why?
Because
you sense, say, if you go,
anything can happen.
Yes, and
because I sense that another person can go and be like, oh, maybe I can hang out.
But hold on. What I'm saying is, that sense of awareness is what everybody has to have. And the sense of awareness.
Yeah.
Knowing say when you go into the lane of the lion, he's gonna devour you. Why? What should I do so I don't get into that lane? It's your decision and your mimi decision. Udi sa akodi eti call the room honom no. Sa akodi abodam no or sheshet.
How will you know?
Eti oye will be there. Don't come and tell say you can't say okay so you will be. Our question is, you have a role to play in what happened because the guy will fear that thing would have not happened.
And plus,
so that's our question.
So
and
what
can ask you that?
And plus, what you're saying? So you have the right to. Like you didn't go to the hotel room, but maybe like they feel that way, right? The same way when they come out, say like you rape you or more, and then they say they don't want to talk about you get raped now. We have the right to question dimension or call.
Yeah.
You have the right to not have sympathy for her. Okay. Do you get it? Once again,
I really want to get an understanding. So if a woman makes a decision, say I start dating a guy and she gets abused and she comes out and she says she gets abused, you guys feel like, why did she date the guy? She doesn't know the guy is abused.
The first saying yet that. So let's
so
say,
you okay. The first time the guy abused her, and then she decides to forgive him.
Let's use Cassie's situation. The reason why we are using that got now for 10 years, and it didn't happen 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. It didn't happen.
It happened
was
a lot.
Habitual 10. That was going on. The question is, why did she keep staying? Per the argument that, or per the conversation that we've had today, it means to say she was staying because she was benefiting.
All matters of the heart. Matters of the heart is something we cannot speak on.
But
love, I'm sorry, matters of the heart. A woman can be.
I'm down with this.
No, matters of, you don't believe the matters of the heart can make women stay?
I'm down with this.
So, right now, you're saying it's matters of the heart.
I'm in love with Kumasi so much. So I pray that Kumasi will change so he will keep a
matters of the heart, right? Negates abuse. Consent negates the actions of abuse. These two things erase abuse.
But consent, even when you go to court, they'll tell you it's not even abuse if you consent to it. When rape, if you go to court, it's not abuse. If you rape is not rape until I consent to it. If I didn't consent to it, it's when it's rape. Court cry. They will ask, the first thing they ask you is the first thing the police ask you.
Why do you think, say, a 15-year-old girl, a Bamaho, no Jitum say, I can be arrested?
Because it's called statutory rape. She's under where we think she's an adult. She's not an adult. Okay, and she's not an adult. You know you're a grown-ass man. Why are you sleeping with a 15-year-old? No. She's not an adult.
Per your argument, you are saying say consent in your bar indicates it. But what I'm telling you is this person has shown consent.
Consent between two adults. The kid is not an adult.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, you know why we have put that clause and say, so far as that the person is underage, it doesn't matter whether or consenting.
Yeah.
It's the same way that abuse is abuse. Doesn't matter the person consent or not.
Because Jasmine, me know what's it, right?
Okay.
Me know what's it. Once again, me share when me punch you. Who pia bon simple na be neighbors right away. If you come one for police, the neighbors will call the police.
Will be the one to call police.
Yes, neighbor.
And when the police come, they're coming for me.
I'll tell them I agreed. Me and my husband play a joke.
There's no policeman that will say so.
Me could play game. Because women have sexual fairness. I know somebody that she has to be beat. I know somebody that if you don't beat her, she will not have a...
Said me. If it is a crime, It doesn't matter that you consent to it or you didn't consent to it.
I hear you.
Crime is crime.
But Omoba, no. Wait.
Oh yeah.
Wait. So police heba, and I tell the police, this is what I want my husband to choke me. There are women that have dungeons in their home. They want to be bonded. They want to be choked. This is what I desire.
The day that a kid of mine, right, tells me, say, what constantly say, oh, you couldn't have fantasy and a boyfriend fantasy, say,
Choke me.
on point and
Tie me.
that they'll disown you.
But it's called BDSM. Have you heard of BDSM?
It makes it right.
BDSM is my sister.
Because there's a name for it.
No, it's not
makes
even
it right.
because there's a name for it. It's because it's my desire. I want you to beat me before I can have it.
Because you desire that, it makes it right.
Okay.
So now
doesn't make it
what
a
is
crime
right
anymore.
what
Kumasi.
is right is based on people's desires.
Kumasi, yeah, funny say.
It doesn't make it a
Me
crime anymore. It doesn't make it an abuse
sexually, you have to beat
Moshani yo.
me. Sexually, you have to punch me.
I'm
No,
telling
when
you.
police come,
Moshani yo.
I have agreed. I tell the police, this is what I want. I want my husband and I love to beat each other before we have sex.
say-
I feel like that is a choice.
They
That's
say-
a desire.
They say,
Matif.
what can I say? They say we share paper for who said not did the air abusing. In the time when you share paper for they know news so abusing.
Oh, but I don't know. No, she came out and spoke about the abuse before even. Oh wait, yeah, she got with him.
No, make us say your actions they are abused.
Okay.
Whether consent or not. Like motion in you because we can consent.
And you want to say we live in an era where a man can turn into a woman and want to join into women's sports.
Yeah. And then he'll beat everybody.
Because so I know they said you see that's why it goes. That's the argument we've been having for the last hour.
I'm trying to bear my
All what
It's been more than actually an hour.
all what I am saying is saying we have a society to protect. We cannot keep shifting the goalpost.
Yeah.
Post don't have to have where it is.
telling
And
you.
that should be the rule. If we decide that anytime it suits me, I push the goalpost, it will get to a point nothing will be a crime.
Yeah.
Nothing will be a crime.
telling you.
Because I'm allowed to push the goalpost.
I'm telling you.
When a woman does it, me person me yes, but on no pennies are there. It's a crime. So now no, our laws are gonna be written based on the mood swings of women.
Yeah. And now consent.
You want to live in this society?
Oh, I
don't
gave
want
him
to
the
be part of
consent
that. I don't want to be part of that society.
my boyfriend or husband like shooting things. My boyfriend or husband like shooting things. So I gave him the consent to shoot my leg.
Yeah.
Keep going on.
Next time, like.
But I wanted to say something about what Chevy said.
Yeah.
Chevy, say what you said again.
Hold on.
What Puffy would do.
I was just saying, Puppy would abuse Cassie, and then, like Jasmine was saying, apologize, send her on vacation, like away from everybody, so nobody can actually see what he was, doing.
So it makes it whose fault?
I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. To be honest.
But how do you think we are gonna be able to prevent this?
Prevent it? I don't think there is a way of preventing it.
So meaning we can prevent abuse.
No, I don't think we can.
Okay, so
Because it's been happening since the beginning of time.
so let me say this. Do you think that Diddy was abusing J-Lo?
Could have been, but I can't say.
But it never came out.
It never came out, no.
But will you think Diddy can abuse J-Lo?
Personally, I doubt it.
I doubt it. J-Lo's too strong for her.
Why?
He has.
Why?
Influence he has. Power and influence.
So most women that get abused, they give people the power to do that to them.
Right.
You cannot give your life to say, oh, so what you're telling me is somebody takes you to a $50,000 vacation. It's worth your life.
For some people. Some people it is.
So if I know that I can give you 50,000 and I owe you forever, why should I stop my behavior?
You shouldn't.
I think that's the mic drop.
Well, since we dropped the mic, I also want to say, look, if you're out there, you are being abused, speak to somebody. If you don't know if it's abuse as well, try and with everything that we have said, if it's abuse, reach out to somebody, get help. Abuse is not okay. If you are somebody out there that you're abusing someone, please get help, because it's not okay. If you're being abused, if you've been abused before, get help mentally and whatever. If you've been raped or anything, reach out to your nearest police. If whatever it is, if you're also being abused and you can't reach out to family, reach out to the nearest police. Get the help that you need. It is not okay. It will never be okay. It shouldn't be okay. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching ATM. I am your girl, Akuba Jasmine, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.